Peace and blessings, and welcome to Stories on Tour with Queen Nur. I am a teaching artist with young audiences of New Jersey and Eastern Pennsylvania. And today, with my percussionist, Dwight James, we will bring to you a story from the Marshall Islands. As you listen to the story, think about how the characters could build better relationships and how they could make better decisions. Once upon a time, not too long ago, every morning, it seemed like little Sandpiper would take her little feet and run down the beach to the beautiful, wide ocean. And she would dip her beak into that ocean, and she would pull up a minnow and swallow it down. Then she'd get another minnow, swallow it down. She knew that if she had one more minnow, she would be full for breakfast. And so she dipped her beak in, and up came Brother Whale. And Brother Whale said, "Hey! Get out of my water. This isn't just your water. The water, the ocean, is for everybody." I said, "Get out of my water." And Sandpiper said, "No, this water is for everyone. The ocean is for all of us. And besides, there's more sandpipers than there are whales." What? There's more whales than there are sandpipers. And I'm going to prove it. I'm going to call my brothers. Brothers, come to the island. 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 Do that with me. Brothers, come to the island. Come on. Brothers, come to the island. One more time. Brothers, come to the island. Sprout. Come on. And the whales came. There were so many whales that they filled the bay. You could walk from one side of the bay to the other on their backs. And when Sandpiper saw all of those whales, Sandpiper said, "I'm going to call my sisters." Come to the island, sisters. Come to the island, sisters. Come to the island, come to the island, sisters. Come to the island, sisters. Come to the island, sisters. Come to the island, come to the island. Kitty. Come on, kitty. Do that with me. Kitty. Come on, sisters. Come to the island, sisters. Come to the island, sisters. Come to the island, come to the island. Kitty. And the sisters, they came. There were so many sandpipers that you could barely see the grains of sand between their feet upon the beach. And when Brother Whale saw all of those sandpipers, he thought, there could be more sandpipers than there are whales. I'm going to call my cousins. And he started to call his cousins. Cousins, come to the island. Cousins, come to the island. Cousins, come to the island. Come on. Cousins, come to the island. Sing with me. Come on, here we go. Cousins, come to the island. One more time, come on. Cousins, come to the island. Spout. One more time. And the cousins, they came. They filled that great big ocean. All of the creatures that live in the ocean are cousins to the whales. Who could they be? Who do you think was there? Sharks? Yes, sharks were there. Who else? Dolphins? Yes, dolphins were there. Bluefish and even little crabs, they were all there. And when Sandpiper saw all of the cousins to the whale, she said, I'm gonna call my cousins. And she called her cousins. Cousins, come to the island. 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 Come to the island. Cousins, come to the island. Cousins, come to the island. Cousins, come to the island. Come to the island. Come on. Cousins, come to the island. Cousins, come to the island. Cousins, come to the island. And the cousins, they came. Who could be the creatures that are cousins to the Sandpiper? They totally filled the beach, even the low hills, even the high hills. They were all there. Who could that be? Yes, robins. Yes, penguins. Yes, pelicans. They were all there. And when Brother Whale saw all of those cousins, Brother Whale said, are there more sandpipers or are there more whales? Maybe there are more sandpipers with her cousins. But you know what? If we eat up the land, then they will all perish. The whales started to eat up the land. Chomp, 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 chomp. Come on, do that with me. Chomp, 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 chomp. Keep doing that. Come on. Chomp, 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 chomp. And when little Sandpiper saw the whales eating up the land, the Sandpiper said, you know what? If we drink up all the water, then all of the whales and his cousins, they will disappear. They will perish. And so the Sandpipers and her cousins started to drink up the water. and the whales chomped. Chomp, 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 chomp. And the sandpipers at the same time, they was drinking up the water, yes. And they were chomping and sipping and chomping and drinking and chomping and drinking. And when the whales saw that, they started to chomp hard. Chomp, 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 chomp. But it didn't matter, because you can drink faster than you can eat. And the sandpipers and the cousins drank up all the water. And Brother Whale was like, and all the other creatures in the ocean, they were struggling. Even the crab was like, and Sandpiper said, wait a minute, the crabs, that's our food. The minnows, no, that's our food. This is not a good idea. Put the water back. 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 And the whales, they started to think, well, if we eat up the line, then we're hurting ourselves, because it is part of our home, part of our environment. No! Put the line back! 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 Put the water 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 back! And finally, everything was back to normal. But there was still the question, are there more whales or are there more sandpipers? Are there more sandpipers or are there more whales? Nobody really knew. But I'm a storyteller, and he's a percussionist, and we know the answer. Were there more whales or more sandpipers? When there's peace, it doesn't really matter. When we work together to build good relationships and make good decisions together, there is peace. Wow! We really hope that you enjoyed listening and participating in that story. And now we want you to retell the story, making up your own two characters and a new problem that must be solved. Please go to yanjep.org to download the teaching guide and activity sheets for this celebration story. And there, you will also find resources for other social and emotional learning stories. Now, also be sure that you check out yanjep.org to find other teaching artists digital programs. Peace and blessings.